Have you ever failed to get or keep a full erection when having sex with a woman? If you have, then pay close attention because in the next few minutes I'm going to reveal the secret that pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about male erections. I'm going to share with you the 100% natural method you can use to get vein bulging erections literally on your command. No matter how much sexual anxiety you have, no matter how nervous you get, and no matter what your track record is of getting firm erections when it really counts, what I'm going to reveal will help you overcome even the most crippling performance anxiety and give you the sexual confidence of a rock star and the sexual abilities of a porn star. But first, a quick heads up. As you can imagine, what I'm revealing here could potentially cost the pharmaceutical industry millions in lost medication sales, meaning that as soon as they discover that I'm sharing these natural methods, they're going to do all they can to get this site taken down fast. And when this happens, there's going to be little I can do to stop them. So if you want to know the secret to getting and keeping rock hard erections at your will, then don't click away. Turn off all distractions and watch every second of this video right now because it may get taken down at any time. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you find that when you're by yourself and not in a sexual situation, you can get erections easily, but when it actually comes down to sex, you fail to get it up? Or do you find that you can get aroused during foreplay and at the start of sex, but can't stay hard long enough to satisfy your lover? Or perhaps when it comes to putting on a condom, you instantly lose your stiffness? Or do you find that with the help of porn and/or masturbation you can get hard, but without these aids, you can't? Or is your erection just not as stiff and as hard as you and your lover would like it to be? Or does your partner get frustrated at your lack of ability to satisfy her? Or does she act as if it doesn't matter, but deep down you know she's craving more sexual satisfaction? If you can answer yes to even one of these questions, then this video has the potential to transform your life. Because I'm going to reveal not only how you can go from limp to hard fast without any medication, but I'm also going to show you how to eliminate any nerves you have and beat the female intimidation factor no matter how attractive or demanding your partner is. As a result of what I'm going to share, you're going to have such powerful and lasting erections, such exceptional sexual ability and such rock solid confidence, any woman you sleep with will enjoy sex significantly more. You'll therefore get a lot more sex because she'll want so much more of it. You'll blast through any relationship challenges directly or indirectly linked from issues with your sex life, possibly help prevent a pending divorce, breakup, or having your lover cheat on you, and win back the love and sexual desire of your partner. And you'll get to feel like a true and complete man. Now, these are all big promises, so how can you know that I'm really going to deliver on this? Well, my name is Jack Grave and I'm the author and creator of multiple books and training programs that teach guys how to give women more intense orgasms and overcome their own various sexual challenges, ranging from premature ejaculation to erectile dysfunction to turning around a boring or failing sex life. And through these various programs, as well as other media outlets, I've now taught my techniques to over 1 million men. And all the time I get messages from guys telling me how my techniques have helped them reinvigorate their sex lives, transform their sexual abilities, and even save failing marriages. And right now I'm here to tell you that if you have a problem getting an erection when it really counts, then you need to pay close attention, because not having the ability to satisfy a woman can cost you dearly. And I should know because before I became successful with women and eventually attracted the girl of my dreams, I went through all sorts of failures with women, from being cheated on, to being laughed at, to being publicly rejected, to stuff I'm too embarrassed to even mention here. All these things happened to me because I didn't have the ability to satisfy a woman. If you want to find and keep the kind of quality woman you want or already have, being able to please her sexually is essential. Look, how many stories have you heard of with women in relationships running off and sleeping with other men? Personally, I know of countless stories, but let me ask you this. Do you think these women would bother going to sleep with other men if every sexual desire and fantasy they could ever dream of was being met by their current partner? No way in hell, because there would be no need to. So if you want to attract and keep a hot and intelligent woman, but you can't get and keep a full, hard erection, you're going to have problems. Now, the good news is that virtually all sexual problems, including failing to get and keep full erections, can be fixed 100% naturally. And I can tell you firsthand that after going through countless tough times with women, I eventually figured out that with the right techniques, there's almost no sexual challenge that can't be overcome naturally. All the problems that I had blamed on things like my genetics or the specific woman involved were actually being caused by a lack of knowledge of what to do to solve the problem. Let me give you an example relating to getting erections fast. Have you ever wondered why some guys can get erections while masturbating or watching porn, but then fail to do so when it comes to actually having sex, putting on a condom, or being in any remotely sexual environment with a woman? Well, what's interesting about the situation I just described is that these guys have clearly shown that they have the ability to get an erection because they can do so in certain environments. However, when it comes to certain sexual situations, that's when they fail to get hard. Most guys, when this happens, end up blaming things like the woman they're with, or themselves and their genes, or a lack of a certain prescription medication. But what's really going on here? Well, since these guys have shown that they have the ability to get an erection, it can't just be these things that most guys blame for stopping them from getting an erection. See, what's really going on is that these guys just don't know how to create and use what I call their erection switch. As the name suggests, erection switches are specific triggers you can learn to activate inside of yourself to make you almost instantly fully erect. But because of a lack of knowledge and awareness that these erection switches even exist, guys blame these other factors. Then, to make things worse, pharmaceutical companies take advantage of this lack of knowledge and persuade people into thinking that the solution lies in expensive medication. And with the billions they have to spend on advertising, it's pretty easy to see how they're successful at persuading most people that a pill is the solution. But the truth is that there is a 100% natural solution to this problem, and the pharmaceutical industry is going to hate me for sharing this. So, let me explain a little bit more about erection switches, because this is the key to getting and keeping rock hard erections whenever you want. Everything you need to know is based on this fundamental fact. As long as you have the ability to get a full erection, with the right techniques, you have the power to train your body to become fully erect, and often even harder than you previously have been able to get, whenever you want. See, as long as you have the physical capability to get a full erection, whether it's by watching porn, masturbating by yourself, or even just first thing in the morning or while you're sleeping, then you can use specific techniques to create an erection switch within your body to recreate and enhance that same erection in any situation, no matter how scary or intimidating that situation may seem, and no matter how challenging that situation may seem. And as soon as you start doing this, as soon as you start getting and maintaining rock hard erections throughout sex, that's when you'll start blowing your lover's mind from all the pleasure you give her. See, one of the main determining factors of how much pleasure a woman experiences during sex is how much stimulation you can give to a woman's vagina. And how do you think the stimulation to a woman's vagina varies between a soft, semi-erect penis and a rock-hard penis? The difference is huge. In fact, almost all women, when asked, will tell you that they actually prefer having sex with a smaller but hard penis than an extra large but soft penis. Look, when you can get and keep a rock-hard erection during sex, everything will change for you. Your lover will enjoy sex significantly more, and your confidence will skyrocket knowing you have the power to deliver the kind of pleasure that makes her beg for more sex from you. Forget about trying to convince your partner to have sex, or feeling anxiety or inadequate around women. When you have the power to stimulate and pleasure a woman in ways other men only dream of, you'll be an unstoppable force when it comes to women, and any challenges you've had related to sex, or perhaps caused in your relationship because of problems related to sex, will be a thing of the past. Okay, so how do you make this change? How do you create and use an erection switch so you can get and keep a rock hard erection whenever you want? Well, firstly, you've got to follow these 4 steps. Number 1, give up a dependency on medications to get hard. If you have the physical ability to get an erection, you shouldn't need medication to help you do that. If you can get erections in certain situations, but not when it counts, then it's not a lack of medication that's the problem. It's an inability to trigger your erections in the right environment that's holding you back. And as much as pharmaceutical companies will try and convince you otherwise, obsessing over and building a dependency on medication will not fix this. In fact, it will probably hinder your progress. Number two, you've got to stop blaming yourself. If you can't get or stay hard when it really matters, it's not your fault. It's nothing to do with your genes or your personality. It's nothing to do with how confident you feel or what kind of person you are. It's simply a lack of understanding of how to flip your erection switch. The third step is to realize that age is rarely the determining factor. To quote the University of Utah Healthcare Department, erectile dysfunction is not normal, no matter what the patient age. And what they mean by this statement is the inability to get and keep an erection is not a natural or inevitable result of your age. If you've experienced a natural erection at any time in the last 3 months, then you have the power to train yourself to have an erection on your command, and often to train yourself to have a much harder erection as well. So, whether you've just turned 18 or whether you've just retired, as long as you have the ability to get an erection naturally, then it doesn't matter how old you are, because you can still train yourself to get harder whenever you want with the right techniques. And finally, the fourth step, accept that it's not her fault. Now, it may be true that your lover does certain things that don't help you to get or maintain your erection during foreplay or sex. But let me ask you this. Who is the one that's getting the erection? You or her? And what I mean by this is that even if your lover does things that may make it more difficult for you to get and stay hard, ultimately you are the one with the power to get an erection. And once you learn how to flip your erection switch, it won't matter what's happening around you or what your lover does, because since it's your body, you are the one holding the on and off switch to your erection. Okay, with all that said, what are the specifics of creating your own erection switch so that you can get and stay hard in any situation you need to? Well, it's actually a 5-step formula. 5 steps, which if you follow in order, will enable you to create an erection switch which you can flip whenever you want to experience a rock-solid erection. And what I've done is I've outlined these 5 steps in a program called Get and Stay Hard. And I'll tell you more about what's inside this program in a second, but first let me share some of the comments I've recently received from guys about my training. Eddie wrote to tell me, "I can't thank you enough for the amazing information. After finishing the book, I tried some new approaches with my wife, and when she orgasmed for the 3rd time, I knew she was going to be begging for more. Can't wait for the next time. Thanks again." DM wrote to tell me, "Hey man, I think your guide is just amazing. It's nice and easy to follow, and it works like a charm." Tom wrote to tell me, "Jack's tips are really well explained, and he gives great advice on how to practice. Noticed results immediately, and I'm feeling really confident about perfecting his techniques in the near future." SHR wrote to tell me, "I read your manual, and within the first time of making love to my wife, I had complete control, and I knew I could last as long as I wanted. Thanks for this great product, as I have tried many other products which never worked. Again, I thank you for the confidence and change of life you have given me." CM wrote to tell me, "Hey Jack, I only have had your guide for a few days, but it seems to be helping. The tips are great, and I already have more confidence, and I think this will really benefit me." AK wrote to tell me, "I practiced on your techniques, and tonight I've had the best intercourse of my life." Okay, so what exactly are you going to get in Get and Stay Hard? You're going to get my proven 5-step formula for creating your own erection switch, which you can flip in any situation to give you a rock hard erection, no matter how nervous you are, how tired you are, or what your lover does. You're also going to get a foolproof technique for instantly eliminating nervousness, fear, and performance anxiety. One of the things you'll discover in this training is that emotional states like nervousness don't happen because of who you are, but they are in fact something that you create by what you do. I'll show you what to do so you can eliminate, or at the very minimum significantly reduce, experiencing these limiting emotions during sex. You're also going to get my closely guarded list of the foods that kill your erection power, which you should obviously avoid, and my list of special foods that will dramatically increase the strength and power of your erections. And the contents of these 2 lists will shock and surprise you. You're also going to discover specific physical and muscle techniques that naturally supercharge your erection strength and give you the ability to remain hard even when you're challenged the most. I'm also going to reveal the secret to rapidly recovering an erection. So whether you've just orgasmed or whether you've had your flow interrupted, I'll reveal what to do to return a hard erection in less than 3 minutes. Inside, you're also going to get my reverse engineer and reprogram technique for rewiring your brain to overcome any past fears or negative experiences that have been holding your erection strength and sexual abilities back. And I'll also show you how to use this technique to implant rockstar confidence so that even the hottest and most intimidating woman can't dent your self-esteem or erection strength. And of course, you're going to get much, much more. Now, what's really cool is that all this training is instantly available in the members area. As soon as you complete the order process, you'll have instant access to all of the training. So no waiting around for a package, but of course you can print off the material if you prefer to read it that way. Now, also when you order today, not only will you get all this included as part of the Get and Stay Hard training guide, everyone who orders today, while this video is still up, will also get the following 3 fast action bonuses 100% for free. The first bonus you're going to get is a fast start video, and in this video I reveal the #1 secret to getting rock hard erections literally on your command. People stuck with failing erections miss this, and guys who can get and stay hard all night use this. If you follow what I share in this video, you'll get rapid results and you'll shortcut your way to getting your new erection ability up and running as quickly as possible. The second bonus you're going to get is called Squirting Orgasms Report. In this tightly edited, information-packed report, you'll get a graphically illustrated walkthrough of exactly how to give a woman an intense squirting orgasm. In case you don't already know, virtually every woman is capable of experiencing a squirting orgasm if the right techniques are used. Not only is this incredibly fun for the both of you, but it's one of the orgasm types that is most pleasurable for a woman, and she's practically guaranteed to be begging you for more after you give her one. The third bonus you're going to get is called Stealth Stamina Strategies. In this guide, I reveal 3 highly effective techniques to stealthily increasing your stamina during sex. With the extra stamina you gain from this guide, you'll be able to significantly outlast your lover when reaching orgasm, and even have her orgasm multiple times before you do. Also, what I share in this guide can be performed without doing any weird stuff or interrupting the flow of sex, and will leave your lover wondering what the heck you're doing to last as long as you are. So, what's the investment for this training? Well, let's look at it in terms of how much the alternative options cost. Your first option is to do nothing. Doing nothing would mean no financial cost today, but it would mean having to continue to live with the disappointment and frustration of consistently failing to satisfy your lover, and probably having to continue to live with this, assuming that your lover remains interested in you for the rest of your life. Now, if you're still here, then I assume you're not the kind of guy who's happy with failing to satisfy his lover on a regular basis. So, if you're actually going to get this handled and begin satisfying your lover with lasting, rock-hard erections, the alternative to getting the Get and Stay Hard program is to use medication to get your erections. And if you buy the type of medication that actually works and from a reliable supplier, that's going to cost you about $15 per pill. That means that any time you want to have sex and satisfy your partner, you'll effectively be spending $15. If you plan on having sex 4 times a week, then that's $60 per week. Or say you only have sex once a week, then that's still $60 per month for every month for potentially the rest of your life. To give you an idea of how much this costs, paying $15 a week for pills for sex adds up to $780 per year. And if you plan on having sex for just 10 more years of your life, at what some would consider a conservative once per week rate, your medication expenses will cost you $7,800. However, if you were to learn to give yourself erections naturally whenever you wanted, you'd probably never have to pay for medication like this again. And that's quite literally a saving of at least $7,800. So, what does that make my Get and Stay Hard training program worth? Well, I could ask for $7,800, and to many guys it would still be worth it in the long run, but it would take 10 years for you to make your money back on the investment. So I could charge $780 because then it would only take a year before you were making money on your investment. Even $500 would be a good deal because it would only take just over 7 months before you are making your money back. And don't forget that after 7 months you'd be saving $60 per month for the rest of your life. But because this video may not be up for long, I want to give you a great deal with this program and all the fast action bonuses. So at $99, Get and Stay Hard plus the 3 fast action bonuses is a great bargain. At this price, it would take only 7 weeks before you'd be saving money every week thereafter. However, today, while this video is still up, I want to make you a very special offer. I'm going to slash the normal $99 price tag by 40% to only $59. If you look at that price compared to using legitimate medical alternatives at $15 per pill, it would take having sex only 4 times to make your money back. And after that, you'd be saving money every time because you'd no longer have to buy a pill every time you have sex. Now, to summarize, you'll be getting all of the following. You'll be getting my Get and Stay Hard training guide. You're going to get the fast start video. You're going to get stealth stamina strategies, and you're going to get the squirting orgasms report, all for only $59. And let me remind you that this is a one-time investment. Once you learn the skills of getting rock solid erections on your command, you'll be able to use them over and over again for years to come. Now, when you order today, you'll also get my special ironclad 60-day satisfaction guarantee. This guarantee states, if within the first 60 days after investing, you're unhappy or dissatisfied for any reason, just send me a message via the contact form on this site letting me know, and you'll promptly be refunded all of your money hassle-free. And what's even more is that your order will appear discreetly on your bill under the word ClickBank, which is the name of the payment processor, so no one has to know about this order if you don't want them to. Like I mentioned before, this course is delivered 100% online. Nothing will be shipped to you, so no waiting around for a package. After completing your order, you'll receive instant access to the entire program in the members area. Now, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you discovered the power to get and keep rock-solid erections on your command? How would it feel knowing you could deeply satisfy a woman because you could get and stay hard and have sex until she orgasmed multiple times? How would this change your relationship with your lover for the rest of your life? How much more sex would you get? How much more will you and your lover enjoy sex? Look, being able to get and keep rock hard erections at will really has the power to change your life. And all this is possible if you're prepared to follow the simple steps I share in Get and Stay Hard and all the bonuses. And today you have the opportunity to try out my techniques, including my proven 5-step formula for creating and using erection switches 100% risk-free. I'm taking all the risk here because I know that my techniques work. To secure your access to the program and save on the cost of all the erection medication you won't have to buy, just click the Add to Cart button below, and in 30 seconds you will be discovering the techniques that could change your life forever. Go ahead, click below to get started, and I'll see you on the other side.